Take a look at what happened.
I mean, it still takes your breath away. You can't believe it happened. Dark scenes from a year ago today when a shooter attempted to take President Trump's life. One firefighter named Corey Comptore was killed while Trump's left ear bled from the assassination attempt at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The incident drawing severe scrutiny over Secret Service. You might remember Senate's Homeland Security Committee releasing a report today accusing the agency for failing to stop the attempt, calling it a cascade of preventable failures. 6 agents are appealing their suspension over their conduct during the assassination attempt at this point. The effort to kill then presidential candidate Trump has us reflecting on the country's history. Here's a look through the years of presidential assassinations and attempts. 4 former presidents killed while in office: Abraham Lincoln in 1865, James Garfield in 1881, William McKinley in 1901, and JFK in 1963. And there were other close calls, as you know. Former President Theodore Roosevelt was shot in the chest in a 1912 campaign trail incident. Ronald Reagan in 1981 survived after a gunman shot 6 bullets at him outside a Washington hotel. Joining me now to discuss the impact of these assassinations and attempts is presidential historian Dr. Barbara Perry. Thank you very much for joining us today. Man, when we put all those historical facts up, you know, you rewind the tape and you think, my goodness, it's all been so much. So talk to us about the historical impact of the assassination attempt on Trump. I can't believe it's been a year ago today.
Oh, well, first of all, good to be with you. I can't believe it either. I was reading about some of the residents of Butler, Pennsylvania said in some ways it feels like a lifetime ago, in some ways it feels like yesterday. And I have to agree. And I was actually doing a live television interview with Al Jazeera. So I was sitting much as I am today in my living room in Charlottesville, Virginia. And I was to comment on the former president's speech. And he got going. And then all of a sudden there was just nothing. There was just silence. And I am old enough to remember John F. Kennedy's assassination. And the first thing that came to my mind, and this is a sort of a sad commentary on the political violence in our history, is that I thought, oh, I bet shots have been fired. I just couldn't help but think that. So it's a sad tale of our politics that we do have this violent streak. But thank goodness, in this instance a year ago, it did not lead to the death of the former president. And just imagine if he had been killed and that Joe Biden had dropped out of the race as he did a week or two later, the 2 main candidates would have been lost within a few months of the election.
I mean, you're right. I mean, there was a lot going on at that time, and thank you for putting that into perspective. When you take a look at this on a historical level, are there any connections between the type of president or magnitude of current world events that these assassination attempts, successful or not, have in common? Is there a common thread?
They've all been done in these instances that you cited. It was all men who were the assassins or the would-be assassins, oftentimes of an extreme political background. Although in the case of the Butler shooter, to this day, we don't know what his motivations were. He had been tracking where Joe Biden was. He was tracking where then former President Trump was. So we don't even know what his motivation was. So oftentimes it's people who are somehow off the beam, maybe mentally ill in many instances. But we have an easy access to guns in this country, and we do have a violent streak in our political history.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of political violence in the last several months here in America as well. We've got to leave it there. I appreciate your perspective. Presidential historian Barbara Perry, thank you very much for joining us today. Hope you have a good Sunday. Appreciate you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.